Hello, welcome to part 79 of this Airbnb Clone rubyonrails series. And in this video, we'll focus on notices and alerts that we show. So for example, if we save it, we see this message, we'll try to fix that UI. So I can definitely position it correctly and all those kind of things. But there's one thing that I want to fix, which is if I can control its color, I'll try that. Give me a minute, I'll just close my door. Okay, so let's changing the position and all those things won't be difficult, because if we go to our code in our application HTML file, we have these notices, so we just have to position it correctly. So I'm not concerned about that. I'm concerned about making it either red, green, those kind of color codes, so that we can be sure like it looks good, those kind of things. So let's try it out. For that, flash messages and rails. Let me search this. I'm doing this for the first time in this project, actually in any Rails project, so I'm not fully sure about this. I think this flash message is coming from let me do one thing. I'll just log this, refresh, save, and we can see 2. That means the value of flash message, which is notice. I'm using notice here because we are using notice here. That's the only reason. So let me think about it. There are 2 issues. One is, if it is just a flash message. Okay, so I'll try to explain the problem that I'm having. One is that we are using these notices on our own like this, and second is these notices are getting used by device also. So whenever we sign in, it shows you are signed in, logged out, those kind of things. So in that case, if I make modifications to this, and similarly make modifications to this, we'll have to make sure that it still works for the original code of what we can say, what was it, the original code of device. So let's do one thing. In this, for now, let's not make any change here. Let's treat it like this, that notice is a, what we can say, is a green thing, success thing, and alert is a failure thing. That's what I'm trying to think. So let's try it in that way. If this is dot present, we won't log this. If notice is present, then what we can do is we can go to Tailwind, and that I've already opened all the alerts. I'll copy this alert, copy, and paste it here. Okay, it's way too much. Okay, let me paste it, then later on we will see. And in this, I'll only change, I'll get rid of these buttons. We don't need this. Anything else? This can be fine. Order completed is not required, so let's get rid of this also. We don't need. Where is this order completed? Okay, this one. So let's get rid of this one and change it to P. And instead of order completed, we are using this notice, right? So maybe we can use this still. Let's try this. What failed? Encountered a syntax error. 55. I think maybe divs are creating issue. This div is completed, this div is completed. Let's not make any change. Keep the original code. Run this. Still getting error in line 64. Okay, preset, that's correct, incorrect. Present. Refresh. present. Nope. Sorry. If, and it looks like this because we have this. So let's get rid of these. And we will write this notice here. Refresh, save, and it looks good. Now I just have to think whether I want to keep it at top or in between, just below this header. For now I'll keep it at top, but I'll make one change, which is if I go to any header, we have this. Let's not go to header, let's go to index. We have this div, right? We want this parameters. Refresh, save, looks a bit better, but we will have to change it. Change it how? Change it in a way that let's make BG green for this. No, still not correct. Okay, looks fine to me. Now I can adjust the rounded empty. I don't need that. I want it to be rectangle. Padding 4, I don't need that. Refresh, save. px4, it's fine, but py8 is way too much. Maybe 2. Nope, 4. Looks fine to me. And if you want, you can shift it below this header also. That might also look good. So I'll try that later on, not right now. So this is one thing. Obviously it is successful thing, so it's fine. In this case we can get rid of this. And then there is another thing, which is logout. It is working correctly, signed out successfully. Now let's go to login. I'm creating a failure case basically, and it is failing, so I think it is an alert. Yeah, it's an alert. So that's what my assumption was, that alert is failure and notice is successful. So for alert also we can do this, but in alert I'll use this one. If flash alert dot present and we'll have to add these divs and all those things. So what I'll do is shift it a bit, get rid of rounded empty. We don't need this. we don't need this. And anything else? We have this class, so let me add this class outside of flex. Shift this entire flex div a bit and close this div. What else? We don't need these divs, and I'll change it to P. And here we can use alert. Hopefully it looks good. Let's shift this code a bit, get rid of this alert, add extra space here, and refresh. Invalid email or password. Looks fine to me. Now it's just up to designing, so you can do this on your own. I'm not worried about that. And if you want more customizations, then you can try out some more things, which is, this is a notice, right? So you can send a JSON message here, like something like message something XYZ, and type, let's say, success. Now in this you can get the message separately, which you can log here, notice/message, something like this. Let's try this out actually. test5 @ okay, it is failing, so let's do it for 6. I think because we might have changed the password. This is creating issue because of message. Okay, it was successful, but we don't have a message. So we will have to consider both the cases, that what if it is just a notice, and if it is not present, the message is not present, dot present. If it is present, then use this, else simply use notice. Maybe something like this. This you will have to try and figure it out. I don't want to go in this much depth actually, but it should be straightforward. It cannot be that hard. That's why. Let's keep it simple. But we have this color. Okay, let's get rid of this. Basically the point is that you can pass it as JSON and decode that JSON structure, JSON or object structure, whatever you understand from this. You can destructure it here. Okay, there are still some changes that I want to do. Refresh. This is done. The changes are, I'll create shared underscore notice.html.erb. By the way, you in my GitHub code, you can directly copy this from there if you want to create this same design. So what I will do is, instead of this, I'll write render shared notice, and same thing for shared alert, and in that also I'll create a file underscore alert.html.erb. Really sorry. Paste, fix the indentation, refresh. Let's log out, successful message, sign in, log in. We are seeing this error twice. Why? Because we haven't removed it from here. Refresh, login, email and password invalid. test6@gmail.com. Login, it was successful. Maybe you can add a close button also, and on click of it you can get rid of this alert. You can add those functionalities also. I won't go in depth of this because it's purely UI work now. Yeah, I'm happy with this implementation. That's it for now. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.